thumbnail, and it's true. I quit. I'm done. Now, I'm not quitting YouTube. What are you, crazy? I'm not quitting YouTube. Are you crazy? I'm not quitting my job. I wish I could. Oh, if everything works right in the world, I would quit my job today. But these tires, I quit. I am done. I quit. Done. Quit. Welcome back to the channel. Me and Kurt. Now it's currently 94 degrees outside. It feels like 101. Now, you know it had to be something serious for me to be outside doing this video, but it's the truth of the matter. All right, let's talk about it. These wheels are 22 by 10, negative 18 offsets. I love these wheels. These are the best looking wheels on the planet. Super hard to clean. Keep that in mind. These tires are Predator, New Mutant, all terrains. They are 33 by 12 and a half. I've done several videos talking about my issues with these tires. I will link them all in the description below, and one of them up here. This one though, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. This is the last plague before Pharaoh let the Hebrews go. This is it. This is it. It's done. I can't do it. I can't do these tires anymore. Literally. Check this out. Now, just to be clear, I've had these tires for a little over 3 years, all right? A little over 3 years. I put roughly 45,000 miles on these tires. I've rotated them. I've rebalanced them, as you know. Come on. Check this out. You see this right here? You see the star? You see that crack that's under the star? There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. That's not the worst. There's more. And it gets worse. Worser. It gets worse. Look down here. Look at that. The side lugs are literally separating themselves from the rest of the tire. You see down here? There's more. There's more. One more. Same tire now. Keep in mind, this is the same tire. What is happening right here? What in the world is this? Now, keep in mind, this is my first set of all-terrain tires ever in my entire life. But this is not normal. You guys, come on, come with me. This is not normal. This is not supposed to happen on a tire. I don't care what, this is not supposed to happen on a tire. Now, I've never been off-road with these tires. Y'all know I don't off-road. I haven't hit anything. I haven't, there was not like a raccoon in the road or a bull or a deer with some antlers. None of that at all. So what is happening? And now the crack goes all the way down here and continues. Now, just to be sure that I'm not tripping and I'm not singling out one specific tire, let's go to a different tire. That was the front passenger tire. Let's go to the front driver tire. If you look down here at the bottom, it's the same thing all the way along the tire, and it just goes all the way around. Look at the top, there's cracks there. It's literally just starting to deteriorate everywhere. Now, 3 years and 40,000 miles, you know your tire is going to deteriorate some. That's why you rotate the tires so that they wear evenly. So let's talk about the tread wear real quick. They have worn evenly all the way around, as you can see. Well, you probably can't see that because it's so far away, but look at this. I need you guys' opinion. Tell me, does this look like it's wearing or does it look like it's dry rotting? Because all 4 tires look like this. Like I said, there's still plenty of tread there. These blocks are still pretty thick, but between the blocks, is it supposed to look like that? Or is that pretty much tire rot? Like it looks like it's rotting to me. Now, I have admitted to my faults in this whole matter. A lot of this is actually some of it is my fault. And I've admitted in several videos, so I'll link those videos up here as well if you want to check them out to get some more insight on what I'm talking about. But I bought tires from a company that was brand on the market that I had never heard of. There were absolutely, positively no reviews on these tires because they were actually brand new. There was no warranty information at all. And I bought them for the website. The company's website was pretty much non-existent. They had a website, but it was pretty much just one picture of the tires, and that was it at the time. So I've admitted my faults. I was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. I have no clue. But learn from my mistakes. So I was seduced. I was subdued. I was pulled in by a price tag. These were one of the cheapest all-terrains on the market, and they looked amazing. I love the way they looked on the website. I was like, I want those tires because they look aggressive, they look amazing, they're gonna look good on my truck. Don't do that, all right? Learn from my mistakes. Don't do that, all right? When I started having issues with these tires, I plan to replace them anyway. At the earliest, next year, next summer, the earliest is when I was going to replace these tires. Unfortunately, the time is now. Today, like literally right now. We have to replace these tires now because they're unsafe to drive on. There's no way I can drive on these tires. Definitely not long distances, so we have to replace them now. Let's go tire shopping. It really is 94 degrees out here, y'all. So we are tire shopping today, and I'm excited to be tire shopping because it's actually a fun thing. But I'm not excited to be tire shopping because we weren't supposed to be doing this right now. We're supposed to be doing this in like a year or two. My plan was to ride those tires until they fell off, and they're falling off. We are going for the top. All right, we're going for the top. We want the best tire on the market. No more penny pinching. No more looking for a deal or a discount or the cheapest tire on the market. We want the top brand, top tire, and that's what we're going for. And we're looking at costs, but not really looking at costs. Well, we are looking. You see what I'm saying in just a second. So all these tires on this list are 33, 12 and a half, the same size we have right now. However, we might look at a different size later on. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. The first tire on our list is the legendary, probably the most popular tire in the world right now, Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Now, Nitto Ridge Grapplers are one of those tires that I say it's the most popular tire on the market. It is a hybrid tire, so it's a cross between a all-terrain and a mud terrain. But I've heard so many good things about Nitto Ridge Grapplers. I've heard they last forever. They're quiet. They're capable in any type of terrain. So that is one of my leading choices for tires. The only bad thing I've ever heard about Nitto Ridge Grapplers is that they, when you're in the rain or like a heavy rain, might slide around just a little bit. That's the only negative thing I've heard. And I think it depends on the driver and the situation as well. So the second tire on our list is the Toyo Open Country AT3s. Now this is probably the one tire that I've never heard anybody speak bad about ever. Everybody who has them speaks highly of them, which there might be something to that. Now the tires also look great. They're aggressive. What I've heard about these is that they are the best in the rain. Now I live in Atlanta. In the summertime, it rains all the time, so I need something that's capable in rain. So it's why I'm looking at the Toyo Open Country AT3s. They are quite expensive. They're probably one of the most expensive on this list, but if you want the best, you have to pay for the best. I've learned my lesson. Enough of that. The third tire on our list is going back to Nitto, right? It's the Nitto Recon Grapplers. Now, Nitto Recon Grapplers are not new on the market, but they came out, about 3 years ago, I think it was, and they replaced the Terra Grappler G2s, I believe it was, or G3s, I can't remember. They replaced one of those tires. So this is Nitto's new all-terrain tire. Now, I've heard good things about them as well. Like I said, they're new, so they're not a whole ton of reviews on them, but I did find some reviews that people gave their pros and cons. One of the cons was that they also, just like the Nitto Ridge Grapplers, they're a little slippery and slidery when you get in like a heavy downpour rain situation, which is something to be considered. But like I said, it depends on the driver, it depends on the situation. So the fourth tire on my list is the Kenda Cleavers RTs. Now, the Kenda Cleavers were a tire that I considered when I first bought the tires that are on my truck now. And I was going back and forth, and I know Kenda's big on a lot of things. They're big on bikes. Actually, my bike that I have right now, my mountain bike, actually has Kenda tires on them right now. They're pretty capable on my bike. But like I've heard good things about Kenda. They are the cheapest tire on this list, so it's very tempting to go with that. But that's gotten me in trouble in the past with these current tires I have on my truck now. I went with the cheapest option. Didn't go so well. But everybody that I've talked to that has Kendas, they said they're pretty good tires. The last tire on my list are the Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs. Now, these tires are highly rated. When I first went looking for tires, when I first got these tires, these were the tires that I wanted, okay? These were the original tires I wanted. I saw them at a dealership, a Ford dealership, sitting on a Bronco, a lifted Bronco, and they looked so good. I was like, I want those tires. When I went to look them up, they were the most expensive tire on the market at the time. They're still one of the most expensive tires on the market at the time. But everybody who has these tires swears that this is the best all-terrain tire ever created in the history of life, which to me says a lot Now, my plan is to stick with all-terrain tires, but as you saw, I did have some hybrid tires on the list as well. So what do I do? All right, now if you have tires, everybody has tires. If you have a tire that you recommend, right, that you highly recommend, put in the comments below. Please put in the comments below, let me know. Honorable mention to the BF Goodrich KO2s. Now, I've heard mixed reviews about the KO2s, but they have been around forever. I mean, like forever. And now I think they have the KO3s that are out. I think they're out now, I believe. They have those as well. So honorable mention to BF Goodrich. Those are also in the consideration. They are also one of the highest rated tires on the planet. Now, everything that you see on the screen is from Custom Offsets' website, customoffsets.com. They are my go-to when it's for tires. The main reason why they're my go-to is because when I first got my truck and I was looking for wheels and tires, that's where I ordered mine from. And what I loved about them is that they were very, very knowledgeable, very, very helpful. Everything from their website to the YouTube channel to the gallery, so you can see what certain tires look like, certain wheels look like on your vehicle. You can see what other people have done as far as suspension, as far as leveling, lowering, lifting your vehicle. Then there's so many options that they have on their website. And it's probably the most helpful website I've ever seen when it comes to wheels and tires, and actually just accessories for your truck, whether that be lift kits, suspension kits, wheel locks, lug nuts, whatever you need, lightings, performance. They have everything on their website and it's right there for you. So that's part of the reason why I always go to customoffsets.com. Click the link in the description below if you're looking for tires, wheels, or any type of accessories on your vehicle. They have it. I guarantee they have it.com. Now, I am a partner with Custom Offsets in their affiliate program. So if you click the link in the description below and you do decide to purchase something, that does help me out. That does help the channel out. So I do appreciate that. CustomOffsets.com. Now, I've been doing research on tires all day. All right. And these are the 5 that I've narrowed it down to. I will put it on the screen, each one of them. You let me know if you have any experience with any of these tires. Please put in the comments below. Let me know. I clearly need the help. Put in the comments below. Let me know your experience with any of these tires, good or bad. Please, if it's bad, please let me know. All right. If you have a tire that you consider better than these tires, put in the comments below. Let me know. Now, there are clearly other tires out there. There's this Kumo. There's Cooper. I'm not gonna sit here and name tire brands, but there are tire brands for days. Okay. So if you have one that you think is better, let me know. Now, consider this wheel. This is the best wheel. This is the best looking wheel on the market still, in my opinion, and I'm sticking with this wheel as long as I keep this truck. So consider it with this wheel and tell me what you think will look the best. Now, most of my driving is done on the road. Sorry, 99.9% of my driving is done on the road. That 1%, that 0.1% that's left is when I miss this driveway and I end up in the grass, which happens very often. So other than that, I'm pretty much on the road. So consider all road driving, but I would like to stick with a all-terrain or a hybrid tire, because I like the look of them and I like the aggressive look of those tires. So that's where we're at. Now, like I said, I want to stick with the same size, 33 12.5. However, ever since I got in this truck, I wondered one thing. Will 35s fit on this truck? It's a 2.5-inch level. As you see, we have the off-road bumper in the front, so it gives it a little bit more clearance right here in the front. And we have deleted our crash bars right there, and that one's been trimmed in the back. I still have a little bit of that one left, which is probably a smart idea. So I've always wondered, will 35s fit on this truck? I know if it does fit, it'll be a very, very tight fit. But if you look at the truck from this angle, I love the way it looks on both sides. You can see a little bit tighter on each side, and I love the way it looks. So it'll be taller, but it won't be wider. If you look from this view, just the front, that tire has always looked small to me for some weird reason. Just looks like we could feel a little bit more of this wheel well in the back as well. So you guys let me know. I don't think it'll fit, but I kind of want to take the chance. If not a 35, at least go up to a 34. For 22-inch wheels, that'll be a 285/55, and it'd be a 34. I think it's 34 by 11, so it'll be 1 inch taller, 1 inch thinner. So tell me what you think. I'm out here breathing hard because it's 94 degrees out here. I'm breathing. Anyway, let's end the video on that note. Thank you for watching another video on the Me and Crikey's channel. We are going forth with buying tires because we don't have a choice. That's another point I want to make. I really don't have the money for this right now. Just being completely honest with you. I don't have the money to buy new tires, but I don't really have a choice. I have to make it work some kind of way. Which is why I keep saying next year was supposed to be it's supposed to be next year. Anyway, it is what it is. Motivation Crew, that's me, that's you. If you have any tips on tires, put in the comments below. As always, Motivation Crew, that's me, that's you. It's what we do. See you next time.